wanted to send condolences to Brittany Gore and the Gore family. I was lucky enough to coach Terrance for a short time in Chicago. Was an amazing human, amazing guy, obviously taken way too soon. A master at his craft and just someone that was a pleasure to be around. So, yeah, really sad news, and just wanted to send some love and condolences to that family. As far as day one here, great day one. Saw some great bullpens, got some great PFPs done, getting back to the basics here and dominating the fundamentals, which is exciting. These guys have done a great job working really hard. And then some bullpens, which were amazing. Saw a number of guys. Everyone's looking good and healthy. So excited to get going here.
Well, I know it's pitchers and catchers, but you hear the phrase easy power, and watching Murakami swing out there, it looks like he's got some of that, the way he swings up there.
He sure does. I mean, that's what he does. He's got a powerful stroke. Certainly excited to get him going here, get him involved in the program, and watch him go and do his thing in games.
Have you talked much with him since his interpreter since he's got here?
Yeah, I was able to connect with him. Really personable guy. Somebody that is going to be a great guy in our clubhouse, going to make an impact. Really excited to have him both in the clubhouse and on the field.
Not saying that fundamentals weren't a priority last year, but are you taking more of an emphasis on that this year?
Our approach going into camp is to start at zero and really get back to the basics and create habits around the things that we know lead to winning. Certainly last year, and every manager is going to talk about the fundamentals going into camp, but I think we have just more clarity on what that means for our group. So excited to attack that with our guys.
When you got down here, just how different was the feeling for you, knowing you had a year under your belt and some of the things that you were doing last year just to get acclimated? You've kind of already done that.
It's been good. Certainly haven't figured it out, but certainly some more clarity around the plan, and feel good about going out and being able to execute that, deliver the message to the guys, and then the relationships that you have in place. It was a really good off season to be able to connect with guys and continue that connectivity that we have as a group, and to be able to have everybody here in person. It's just a nice feel.
And when you see the front office make as many acquisitions, trades, signings, what message does that send to you, the ball club, the organization, about what their goal is for this season and beyond?
Well, certainly that they believe in our group. I think from day one, Getsy and the group have done everything that they can to continue to make this group better. We've seen that take shape in different ways. So a lot behind the scenes. We've seen it now with our roster as well. And so in every department, there just continues to be incredible growth. And certainly what the front office has done in adding to our roster and getting some pieces that we know are going to help us win has been exciting.
This is your opportunity to say for the first time we're going to stretch all our pitchers out. And it only makes sense, right? I mean, from a practical point of view to get innings in and, kind of find where guys lie when you get to opening part of the year.
It does, and at the same time, there's a number of guys who, Mike Vassell, for example, that has really deserved the right to come in and compete for a rotation spot out of camp. I want to give him that opportunity, and to your point, we get down to the end of this, we have guys stretched out, we can use guys in a number of different roles. It's just going to help us win games.
So many guys have talked about the positivity from how they played in the second half and the belief that caused. How do you build off that optimism while having that start at zero approach?
By just starting at zero, I mean, we're going to let them know how proud of the group we are, and certainly the momentum that they've created in the second half last year, the things that we were able to accomplish in the offseason. All these players have productive off seasons. Our coaches did a great job in helping these guys continue to develop through the offseason, but we have to start at zero, like you said, and the focus will be those things and creating habits around those things on a daily basis.
Will Noah and Hagan both said they had kind of an uneven season last year, but learned a lot from it. What do you expect from them coming into their second camp here?
Well, we know they're getting close. We really just want to make sure that they're establishing all the things in the weight room, in the training room, to be able to support their continued growth, knowing that they're going to be coming here at some point. When that is, we'll see. But really just about establishing the foundation for them to kind of carry their performance throughout the year.
How much more prepared do you feel personally with the year under your belt?
More prepared, but still got a lot of work to do here, and so the focus will be on those things that we can do to help these guys continue to develop and give them the things that they need to go out there and compete.
Ball players probably self-motivated. How does competition breed success even more?
Well, there's going to be opportunity here and competition for at-bats, for innings. We have raised the floor in our talent pool. We've raised the ceiling as well. But, as your roster gets better, those opportunities and those competitions become tighter. So I'm just excited to see what that brings out of our guys.
You have Denor here setting up the schedule. What's going to be different about this camp with new coaches and you and him kind of setting the tone this year for spring training?
Yeah, really excited about Chris and his involvement with our club. He's a great guy and excited about his skill set and what he can bring to our group. He and Sean Ahmed, who's on our staff, are taking over the scheduling component. And really, from a position player standpoint, it's going to have a little bit of a different flow. We're going to give some more structure to our morning and our cage routine just to help these guys, isolate on the things that they need to work on individually. But, overall, it's going to have the same type of feel, and excited about Chris and his ability to help us do that.
Well, what's the next step for Shane Smith, and just how excited about his year too as well?
Shane looks great. I think, this is a guy that came into camp last year as a Rule 5 guy. Not an easy thing to do, and we saw how quickly he really embraced that and performed at a really high level. This year he's got that year under his belt. He doesn't have the pressure of being a Rule 5 guy. I'm not sure that it really impacted him at all anyway. If anything else, it helped him. And so just really excited to see what he does now as a guy that's got a full year in the big leagues, knowing that he was able to accomplish all those things as a Rule 5 pick.
We saw it's three of the guys who underwent TJ last spring throwing today. I think it was Mason Adams' first pen. Just what was it like to see them active again? And do you start thinking about, especially a guy like Raylander, like how soon you can help?
It was really exciting. That was the one thing that really stood out. This bullpen session was those three guys, and they were the last wave there. And it was really nice to watch them and thinking about their journey and how hard that they've worked, how hard our medical staff and performance group has worked to help support them. So just to see them make the progress that they've made and to see where they're at certainly is exciting now. And then not getting too far down the road, but those three guys are guys that we expect to help us at some point, and just want to make sure that we can support them to be healthy and get to the finish line.
The guys last year have a year under their belt as big leaguers. Can they now more concentrate on winning baseball games rather than just trying to survive and be major league players like you have to do in your first year?
I think that there's some component of survival in this game no matter what, and there's just not a lot of room for error for anybody in this league. At the same time, to get through a year in which you prove to yourself and prove to your teammates that you can perform at this level, I think is huge confidence booster for all of these guys. So certainly looking forward to seeing what the next step for that young group is.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir.